there everybody, this is Robert with the Hustle Nation. We're all about some financial independence and getting to a point where we no longer wake up and say, what can I do because I don't have the money to? What will I do because now I have the freedom, financial freedom that is. So the way that I do that mostly in my life has to do with rental properties. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I love rental properties, okay? Reason number 1, rental property keeps up with inflation, okay? And usually there's a steady climb with it, okay? And I understand that the stock market does the same thing, all right? But there's a big difference, all right? We've had some astronomical jumps having to do with inflation in the last year and a half, okay? It's going on all over. We got some hustle in the mug right here. And the thing about it is that I suspect that the real numbers, the true numbers, are anywhere from 15 to 30% across the board as what the cost of everything has gone up. Now, in my area, diesel went up 50 cents a gallon in the last 24 hours. And if you think that these policies with the current President of the United States are going to help people or the working class or the underprivileged or however you want to say it, we're all going to become more poor because of this, all right? Now, it's absolutely ludicrous that we have a tremendous amount of oil reserves in this country and we shut down the pipeline. So what is that? Everybody else that starts supplying us with oil can go up on the price, and there you have it, all right? The thing about it, though, is that rental property will go up as inflation goes up as well, okay? And the thing about it is like, you know, I've had a couple of properties this in the last 7 months that we've had to go up $300 and $400 a month on, and the people were just, you know, oh man, this is absolutely crazy. I get it, but here's the thing. Taxes have gone up, the value of real estate's gone up, so then you pay more taxes on it, more property tax. Everything has gone up. The value of the property has gone up, and we've had a hurricane here in the last 2 years, so guess what? Homeowners insurance goes up %, okay? Unfortunately, all of those expenses get passed down to the end user, which is the resident, okay? That's one reason that I love real estate is that it keeps going up with inflation, and so it adjusts accordingly. Other investments don't always do that. The second thing that I love about real estate is that it never totally go away. And what I mean by that is that, you know, even if a house burns to the ground, I still have the dirt, I still have the lot, okay? There's something that's still left over, all right? If you're as old as I am, I'm 51, there's a lot of people that got caught up in a scandal back in the early 2000s, a company called Enron. Man, their numbers look fantastic. It was unbelievable how good this company was. Everybody was balling, making that cheese and everything like that, and then it was like, boom, overnight. We found out that the numbers were not true. Their executives had been doing a lot of lying and padding the numbers, so to speak, and everything. And so a lot of these people that thought that they had millions of dollars did not. And virtually everything was gone overnight, okay? I don't have any control. I buy stock in one thing. It's called company. It's the 4 southern hottest states. And I park my money there as like a savings account that pays real well, okay? And the thing about it is that with that Southern company, I have no ability to say, I have no say-so in whatsoever. I don't get to ride on the trucks. I don't get a discount on my power. I don't get to hire anybody. I don't get to fire anybody. All I do is I send them money, get a statement, and then I get a dividend. And that dividend gets reinvested in it, okay? So I don't take that money out and go and play with it or anything like that, unless I go and buy a property, which we just did a couple of weeks ago, okay? So the thing about it is having to do with the real estate, you know, you have to ask yourself, what is it that I really want? You know, what makes me happy out of this? So there you go. That was number 2, all right? The third thing is you have the ability to control, in the sense of if you want to change things around. Me personally, I've also got a construction company. We do a lot of remodels, a lot of kitchens, a lot of sheetrock, a lot of tile work. And I love making things different, so to speak. And I love taking an ugly property that somebody looks at and says, what the hell? And I take it and make it beautiful. And then they're like, oh my God, I'll never doubt you ever again. That's what I really like about it. And you have that possibility having to do with rental properties, you know, and people will always tell you, and I hear these things all the time, oh man, people don't take care of your stuff. Well, you're right, okay? People do this, people do that, people won't pay the rent, then you got to pay for an eviction, then you got to do this, then you got to do that. I said, you're right, okay? And I self-manage my portfolio, okay? We take care of everything. I collect the rent, I do the repairs, I pay the mortgages, I pay the bills, everything. We do that all in-house with my company. And a lot of people say, well, it's, you know, that's tough to keep up with. It's not so bad once you get some processes in place and then you get things kind of figured out. I talk to other landlords with multiple units, ask them how they do it, and then I kind of find what works for me, so to speak, the best, okay? So, all that being said, I will say this, that if you're going to self-manage your properties, but you don't think you can evict a single mother with a baby on her hip on Christmas Day, you don't need to manage your properties. I know that sounds extreme, okay, and I haven't had that exact circumstance, but I have evicted single mothers that did have very small children and had tear-jerking stories of the century, okay? I sell a product, it's housing. This is strictly business. No pay, no stay. That's all there is to it, okay? And it's even worded in my lease that the rent's due the 1st through the 3rd. On the 4th, the eviction process begins. You know, if a person doesn't like that, they shouldn't rent from me, okay? That's the way that it works. And so that's the third reason, and there's many reasons and everything, but I'm just doing 3 today. Those are the 3 reasons that I really love rental properties. Hope you had a fantastic day. Keep grinding, be productive, be profitable. If you need to get in touch with me, my email is in the description on this video. Have a wonderful day.